Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. In fact, the children of the original Teen Mom cast, including those of Amber Portwood, Ashley Jones, Brianna DeJesus, Caitlin Baltiera, Cheyenne Davis, Jade Klein, Leah Messer, and Mackenzie McKinney, are all approaching their sweet 16th birthdays. And in an exclusive clip of the upcoming special Full Circle season of Teen Mom, the next chapter, Maci's son Bentley experiences a startling realization as she points out to him, "You're turning 16. The preview for the season, which premieres January 30th, features a number of coming-of-age milestones for the parents and teens alike, from attending prom to learning to drive and planning for college. But alongside all the new moments is a look back at where the series lead started, at them preparing to welcome new life into the world as 16-year-olds. However, these days, their worries look very different. In this season of Teen Mom, the next chapter, Leah, Maci, and Amber navigate raising children who are of an age where they could be parents themselves, just as their moms were. Cheyenne and Mackenzie are hoping to expand their families, while Bryce seeks out prevention for future pregnancies, and Jade and Ashley's relationships with their families continue to evolve. Meanwhile, Caitlin and husband Tyler Baltiera grapple with the pain of having given their daughter up for adoption as her relationship with Carly's adoptive parents grows more fraught. It's a relationship the pair have often spoken candidly about on social media, including Caitlin explaining why she thinks Carly's parents Brandon Davis and Teresa Davis have blocked her from speaking to their daughter. At the end of the day, I think her parents feel scared/threatened because Carly would ask questions about why we don't get together anymore, why we can't just fly to her for a weekend, etc. Caitlin explained on her Instagram story in September, "I will always support Carly loving her parents. They love her and raised her. But the fact that they keep us distant does not help Carly. When you're a bio mom, you have no say, no control." Caitlin, who also shares daughters Novalie, 9, Veda, 5, and Rhea, 2, with Tyler, continued, "All I can do is show Carly in the future how much I tried and continue to do so. She can make the decision herself to understand who shut who out." Meanwhile, for Maci, who welcomed Bentley with former fiancé Ryan Edwards, she's been candid about how her co-parenting dynamic has shifted for the better in recent years, so much so that she and her husband Taylor McKinney have no problem hanging out with Ryan. "Especially the last 5 years, I would have thought you lost your mind," she admitted in an exclusive interview with E! News in June. "Like you're living in La La Land? It's never going to happen. All of us involved have done a whole lot of work," the 32-year-old, who is also mom to Jade, 9, and Maverick, 8, with Taylor, added, "We have just honestly worked on ourselves. So naturally, it's all coming together." Caitlin Lowell and Tyler Baltiera. Viewers watched Caitlin Lowell and now husband Tyler Baltiera make the difficult choice to place their first daughter, Carly, for adoption in 2009 on the inaugural season of 16 and Pregnant. After 13 years together, the fan-favorite couple wed in August 2015 and have since had 3 more daughters, Novalie, Veda, and Rhea. While the absence of Carly, who lives with her adoptive parents, Brandon and Teresa Davis, still aches, the couple live for their meetups. "The girls love her," Caitlin told E! News of her younger daughter's reaction to Carly. "It's pretty awesome to be able to witness it. And we're blessed that we do have an open adoption to be able to witness it. It's truly a blessing to be able to watch all of these things over the years." Maci Bookout and Ryan Edwards. Together less than 6 months when she got pregnant, viewers saw Maci Bookout struggle with an irresponsible Ryan Edwards on 16 and Pregnant. Though they got engaged, the high school sweethearts split less than a year after their son Bentley was born in 2008. These days, they're focused on building a co-parenting relationship. "We're in a good place," Maci revealed to E! News in 2023, adding that Ryan is showing up, more consistently now than maybe he ever has before. Maci Bookout and Taylor McKinney. Maci found her forever teammate in Texan Taylor McKinney in 2012, and the pair soon began building up their squad. They welcomed daughter Jade in May 2015, and son Maverick a year later, then wed in Florida that October. Partners in parenting, life, and their TTM lifestyle fashion brand. He's just my person, she told E! News in 2023. Even when we've had a rough year together, I think at the end of the day, I still choose him. I like him. And even if I want to punch him in the face sometimes, I'd rather argue with him or have a rough patch with him than never have a rough patch with anybody else. Cheyenne Floyd and Corey Wharton. Despite moving on with new significant others, the MTV stars, who connected while filming the challenge, continue to co-parent their daughter Ryder together. Our biggest thing since day one of Corey coming into Ryder's life was what kind of dad he wanted to be and what kind of parent he wanted to be, Cheyenne explained to E! News in March 2020. I wasn't going to allow him to be a Disneyland dad or an Instagram dad or just in the moment. He had to be 100%. I think from the beginning, he saw my mindset and appreciated it, so that's why we co-parent so well. Cheyenne Floyd and Zach Davis. After their romance ended in 2018, the pair decided to give their relationship a second chance. While celebrating her 28th birthday, Cheyenne confirmed on Instagram that she was back with Zach. In May 2021, the couple welcomed their first child together, son Ace, and got married in September 2022. We spent the past 2 years knocking things off our list, Cheyenne told E! News in 2024. We wanted to have a baby, we had Ace. We wanted to get married, we had our wedding. We wanted to buy a house, we bought our house. And now, she continued, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to set a goal. I want to sit down. I want to be really still. My goal is to be still and just to be happy with where we're at. And just to like each other. That's it. I want nothing else. Corey Wharton and Taylor Selfridge. Connecting while filming X on the beach may not sound like the start of a love story, but several years and 2 kids, daughters Mila and Maya, later Corey, and Are You the One? Alum Taylor Selfridge are still making waves. We just bought a house, he shared with E! News in 2023, before bringing up that yes, he's aware that people want to know when they're getting married. It's definitely being talked about. We have everything but the ring and me just letting her know. Taylor deserves that, and it's something that I want and she wants. Right now, we're just taking steps to get there. Ryan Edwards and Mackenzie Standifer. Testing the limits of for better or for worse. Ryan checked into rehab not long after he married Mackenzie Standifer in May 2017, with her giving birth to their first son Jagger in 2018 while Ryan was still in treatment. Though the pair would welcome daughter Stella in January 2020, Mackenzie filed for divorce 3 years later. Amber Portwood and Gary Shirley. While their very contentious romance came to an end for good in 2013, the couple have since worked out a way to co-parent their now teenage daughter Leah. We have fun together, but at a distance, Amber told E! News in January 2022. But our relationship is good. It's a family now, so we treat it as a family more than anything else. Amber Portwood and Matt Bayer. After several years together, a proposal and one unsuccessful stint on marriage boot camp, Amber and Boston transplant Matt Bayer called off their engagement in 2017. Honestly, you just get to a point when you're done hearing things and you just start to not care in a relationship, and I think that's what started happening to me and him. Amber revealed on Dr. Drew Pinsky's podcast later that year. I started not to care anymore about the relationship like you should. I put a wall up so I wouldn't get hurt again pretty much. Amber Portwood and Andrew Glennon. Amber did find love while filming Marriage Boot Camp, connecting with crew member Andrew Glennon while on set. The pair made their debut as a couple at the 2017 MTV Movie Awards, and in May 2018, Amber gave birth to the couple's first child, James. But the couple separated not long after Amber was arrested for domestic battery in July 2019, and after a contentious court battle. California native Andrew was awarded sole legal and primary physical custody of their son in 2022. "I've worked so hard to better myself and improve my relationships with my children," the teen mom star told E! News at the time. "While I've always been candid about my past substance abuse and struggles with mental illness, a person should have the chance to redeem themselves and not be tethered to their problems from the past. Determined not to give up," she added, "if your road has not been perfect, but you've worked hard to become a better, more stable and caring person today, keep moving forward as I will. I'll never stop fighting for my children who I love more than anything." Amber Portwood and Dimitri Garcia. After meeting Amber on the internet, Dimitri Garcia made his teen mom OG debut in April 2020. Dimitri is from Belgium. "He's 39, so he's 10 years older than me. But he's a very handsome man," Amber shared on the show. "I started opening up to him, and we decided we should meet since we like each other." In April 2021, Amber revealed on the Teen Mom OG reunion special that she was still dating Dimitri. "We've known each other now for 18 months, she explained. "But I haven't seen him in a year, though." Though the pair never officially announced a split, Amber introduced new flame Gary Waite during a June 2024 episode of Teen Mom. The next chapter. John Kopoloff/Film Magic, Bryson City Police Department. Amber Portwood and Gary Waite. After Amber connected with Gary 2.0 on a dating app in the fall of 2023, he zoomed into the picture when the teen mom vet introduced him to her castmates during a virtual chat. Though he proposed in May 2024, their betrothal was short-lived. While in North Carolina for her brother's wedding that June, Gary ran off after the pair had a fight, leading Amber to report him as missing. And while Gary was soon located, the duo's engagement wasn't the only thing left broken. "I've had to deal with thinking my fiancé was dead for 3 to 4 days, Amber said on Teen Mom. The next chapter. "I had to deal with literally grieving and trying to make sense of why that F could somebody do this to me. I am going through something right now. This man broke me," she continued. "I was stable. Right now, this is the first time in years in my life I am not a king right because a man put a ring on my finger." Gary Shirley and Christina Anderson. Months after Gary and now wife Christina Anderson welcomed daughter Emily in April 2015, they wed in a sweet beach ceremony. "You are one of the most beautiful souls I know," Gary wrote in a 2022 Instagram post. "I don't know how I would do this without you." Farrah Abraham and Derek Underwood. The father of Farrah Abraham's daughter Sophia died in an accident 2 months prior to her birth in December 2008. Farrah Abraham and Simon Saran. For her first serious relationship since the death of her high school boyfriend. Farrah dated real estate agent Simon Saran on and off for over 2 years. Though their 2017 split got ugly, as in cease and desist ugly, the two gave a stab at trying to remain friends. Sorta. "I have no hard feelings against Farrah," Simon told E! News at the time. "We are just from 2 different worlds. She likes the fake life. I want what's real. I wish the best for her and much success in all of her future endeavors." Janelle Evans and Andrew Lewis. Janelle Evans and Andrew Lewis, parents to now teenage Jace, split not long after his 2009 birth, with the model having no involvement in his son's life. "I do feel bad because that's Jace's dad," Janelle reflected on a 2019 episode of Teen Mom 2. "But I know how he is, and I don't want him to disappoint my son. I don't want him to pop back in and then pop back out." Janelle Evans and David Eason. After a 1-year marriage to Cortland Rogers, and having her second child, Kaiser, with ex-boyfriend Nathan Griffin in 2014. Janelle with David Eason on their North Carolina property in September 2017, 8 months after they welcomed their daughter Inslee. After a particularly rocky stretch saw David charged with a child abuse misdemeanor involving Jace at the time, Janelle likened it to a smear campaign, Janelle revealed they had separated. I would have skipped straight to divorce, but I couldn't because in the state of North Carolina, you have to be legally separated for a year, she explained on social media. And you have to prove you have two separate addresses. Chelsea Houska and Adam Lind. Remember the charmer who asked then-girlfriend Chelsea Houska when he could sign the papers over for that mistake? Completely in the rearview. Against all odds, the teen mom star turned HGTV personality has a somewhat copacetic relationship with her high school ex Adam Lind, mom to her eldest daughter Aubrey. There's no bad vibes, and it's just a very open relationship, she told Us Weekly. There's no bad feelings. We see him sometimes, and it's totally fine. Chelsea Houska and Cole DeBoer. What began as a meet-cute at a gas station in 2014 became forever when the pair wed in October 2016. After welcoming son Watson in 2017 and daughters Lane and Walker in 2018 and 2021, respectively, the pair launched a new joint project, their HGTV series Down Home Fab. If we were going to come back to TV, I wanted it to be something lighthearted, feel good, and be able to show our authentic selves. Chelsea explained to E! News, sharing why this move felt so right. As she put it, this was just such a cool opportunity to do that. Leah Messer and Corey Sims. Though then high schooler Leah Messer and Corey Sims fought to turn their friendship into a forever family, the parents to now teenage twins Aaliyah and Eliana filed for divorce 6 months after their October 2010 wedding. Corey has been married to Miranda Patterson since 2013. Leah Messer and Jeremy Calvert. Leah went on to wed pipeliner Jeremy Calvert in 2012, the couple welcoming daughter Adeline the next year. Though they split in 2015, they have made an effort to co-parent their daughter with sometimes mixed results. I'm looking at a complete, better version of myself, Leah told E! News of her girls, and seeing everything that they love and enjoy doing, and being able to support them in their lives and be a part of it is magical. I love it. I love being a mom, especially a girl mama. Leah Messer and Jalen Mobley. By the time Lee went Instagram official with Jalen Mobley in 2021, the United States Army officer had already charmed her and her daughters. The couple announced their engagement in August 2022, but broke up that October. I needed that breakup, the teen mom star confessed to E! News a year later. I've learned a lot from my last breakup, and, moving forward, I do feel like my life is just beginning. Kailyn Lowry and Joe Rivera. Kailyn Lowry was just 17 when she and high school boyfriend Joe Rivera welcomed their eldest son, Isaac, in 2010. And though they split a year later, they've since settled into a comfortable co-parenting arrangement, Kailyn even hosting her baby mama's No Drama podcast with Joe's wife V. Torres. We've come a long way since we were 18. Kailyn wrote on X after attending Joe and V's 2018 wedding. I couldn't ask for a better stepmom for Isaac. Bennett Ragland slashed Getty Images for We Tave Kailyn Lowry and Javi Mariquin. Kailyn's second son Lincoln joined the squad in November 2013, roughly a year after the then star of Teen Mom 2 with his father Javi Mariquin. Splitting in late 2016, their relationship has been rocky at times with Javi and girlfriend Lauren Como, already parents to son Eli, announcing in December 2023 that they were expecting their second child together, a girl. Kailyn Lowry and Chris Lopez. Though Kailyn welcomed sons Lux and Creed with boyfriend Chris Lopez during their on and off romance, they eventually called it quits for good. Right now, we don't communicate at all, she revealed to E! News in 2020. I'm hoping that it will get better with time, but I don't have a big vision. I don't have anything negative to say. I hope for our kids that everything works itself out in whatever direction that may be. Kailyn Lowry and Elijah Scott. With current partner Elijah Scott, Kailyn finally feels she has a strong foundation. It's been very different from my other partners and my kids' other dads, she told People of Elijah, dad to her son Rio and twins verse in Valley. He pours concrete, He gets down and dirty at work, but he's also just a real family man. He's very, very much connected with his own family, with our family, and so he's been a really good partner to me, and I feel like it's a really good match. A strong enough one that she finally said yes to one of his many proposals, in fact. He asked me to marry him several times and I never said no, Kaylin insisted to E! News in September 2024 of her neighbor-turned-life partner. I was just like, yes, but not right now. And though she acknowledged that the construction worker definitely changed my stance on marriage, she's not exactly rushing out to buy a white dress. Joked Kaylin, how soon we get married depends on the day that you ask me now. Jade Klein and Sean Austin. Though Indiana-based Jade Klein and Sean Austin had more than their share of ups and downs since welcoming daughter Chloe in 2017, in January 2022, Jade teased to fans that they were on the rise. There were some major things that happened with our lives and major improvements that happened with Sean's life as well and with his future, she told E! News. I'm really proud of him and where we are today. 8 months later, the pair announced their engagement, marrying in October 2023. I know for sure my relationship isn't always perfect, Jade told E! News in 2024. But we love each other and we make it work. Ashley Jones and Barr Smith. California natives Ashley Jones and Barr Smith privately wed in 2021, 4 years after they welcomed daughter Holly. But after calling off their romance several times, Ashley officially filed for divorce in 2024. Brianna DeJesus and Devon Austin Ade. Years after 16 and pregnant star Brianna DeJesus and Devon Austin Ade welcomed their daughter Nova in 2011, they flirted with giving their romance another shot. These days, however, Brianna told E! News in 2024, I want a man. I don't want a little boy that I've been so used to dating back in the past. Brianna DeJesus and Luis Miguel. After starring on the single season of Teen Mom 3, Brianna joined the cast of Teen Mom 2 in its 8th season and gave birth to her second daughter, Stella, with ex-boyfriend Luis Miguel on July 2017. Since then, Luis' involvement has been spotty at best. I think he wants a family with me, Brianna explained to Dr. Drew in a December 2019 Teen Mom 2 episode. And since I'm not giving that to him, he just wants to stay away completely.